You're listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. Each week, your host, Polly Requa, interviews veterinarians and individuals in the pet industry from across the nation answering pet questions. Bark and Wag podcast is produced weekly for your enjoyment, and show notes can be found at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. That's BARKNWAG.com. Please remember to subscribe to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. Bark and Wag is dedicated to protecting our dogs through advocacy, education, and supporting like-minded dog lovers by selling custom pet products. Bark and Wag is excited to announce our new partnership with a Colorado hemp farm to produce a line of CBD products for your pets. Bark and Wag has CBD pet tincture available in 300, 750, 1200, and 2400 milligrams. Bark and Wag CBD is pet safe, no THC, it's made in the USA, and is CO2 extracted. Please check out Bark and Wag's website, barkandwag.com. That is BARK, to see our line of CBD and awesome merchandise. We love pooch ideas for podcasts and merchandise, so anytime send an email to Polly at barkandwag.com with your suggestions.
Welcome to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. I'm your host, Polly Requa. Today we're talking to Cindy Myers, animal listener and intuitive coach. Welcome, Cindy.
Hi, Polly.
Thanks for coming back on the podcast. I wanted to have you let the listeners know what you have going on in July, both with webinars and events.
Well, I'd love to share that with you. I've got actually 3 webinars because we have, I do them on Wednesdays, and there's 3 Wednesdays in July. And I'm going to do something a little different on the first one, which is July 1st. To get ready for 4th of July, our pets kind of get anxious. So I'm going to do one that's kind of geared towards fear, but it's going to be a combination of both for human and animals, because I think it's a good time to talk about the fear state for both of us. So it's going to be a combo of both an animals and emotions in a human intuitive listening webinar. And then in 2 weeks after that, on Tax Day, second version of Tax Day, I'm doing an animal and emotions webinar. That one's just for animals, and people can send in their photos, and after the discussion, I do demos for anybody that sends pictures, or I get to as many as I can that send pictures in of their pets. And then on the 29th of July, I'm doing the human version of my webinar, which is the intuitive listening webinar.
Oh, neat.
And then Saturday, and then I have a somewhat new thing that I'm doing for humans. It's called my online healing group, and we kind of go through guided meditations and help everybody for themselves receive some healing energy, but also we send it out to all those who might need it, and we can set intentions there's a lot of people suffering right now. So we just kind of have a group that does that, and I have quite a few of those in the month of July scheduled, and people can check out my website to see when those are, and they're all free. Both the webinars and my healing circle are free for right now, so a good time for people to take advantage of those.
And what is your website?
It's www.yourenergyhealer.com.
And what is your Facebook group? So just so people know.
I have a closed Facebook group called Your Energy Healer. And then I have a business page, which is under Your Energy Healer, as well as Animal Listener. It should take you to the same spot.
Great. And then on your website, there'll be a calendar so people can register?
Yep. You can register and get the links. I use Zoom for everything. So you'll get the links. You need to register to get the correct links to enter in, but they are free.
Oh, great.
Let me just take a break for our host, and I'll be right back. A quick word from Shameless Pets. Shameless Pets crafts healthy, tasty dog treats with a twist, using uncycled ingredients to be more sustainable. Every 6-ounce bag is full of all-natural, soft-baked treats that are bursting with superfoods. Visit shamelesspets.com. Once again, that's shamelesspets.com.
And just before we go, what's been going on your farm? Anything new?
Oh boy, today was a fun day of working with a male that had an injured eye. So got to use some of my techniques because he was pretty skittish and upset about being handled and, hurting from having a sore eye and feeling vulnerable. So I had to use some of my techniques to help keep him calm while the vet worked on him.
And did everything work out okay?
Well, yeah, I mean, we got more work ahead to keep treating it for a few days, so I'll get to practice my communication skills and and handling techniques with him. But yeah, he'll be.
Will the animal let you know that he feels better?
It'll be obvious. We'll see it in his eye. He's got an ulcer in his eye, so when it's healed, it'll be pretty obvious. But you can tell, actually, sometimes they're more cooperative when they're hurting because they want the help, and then when they start feeling better, they get a little more randy and say, "Enough, stop."
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like humans. Well, it sounds like you have a packed July, so that's excellent.
Yeah, we got a lot happening in July, so not going anywhere. So I might as well keep busy with some of these webinars and different services for people. And then people can always have individual services. I have time slots open for that.
Great. Well, and I'll put all the information in the show notes, and I'll post this at the beginning of the month just so that people can make sure they can attend on the 4th or before the 4th. When is that webinar again?
July 1st is the first webinar. Yeah.
Okay. So we certainly hope you have a happy 4th.
Thank you. I hope everybody has a safe 4th and help keep their pets calm and safe. And if they need any support, I'm here to help.
Well, great. And we look forward to having you back in August to see what's going on.
All right. Thanks, Polly.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll pass along our web address, www.barkandwag.com, to your friends and other pet owners. Have a pressing question for a veterinarian? Ask your question at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. This has been a KFR production. Join us next time for another edition of Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk.